Okay, let's start off by clicking File and then New, and change the size by 300 by 300 and change the initial height to 210. Click OK. So this is your map. First, what we're going to do is go to Edit, Edit Player Lists, and we're going to add skirmish players. If you can't see the bottom of this menu, you might want to change the screen resolution to a bigger size. So once we've done that, what this does is allow the AI to work, and you can also change objects to belong to a specific player. This only adds player 1 to player 4, so if you want to add player 5, for example, you will click New Player and use Civilian as the template, and we will change name to capital P, so it's player underscore 5, and change this display name to the same. It's case sensitive, so make sure you got the case right. So we're going to now check, is computer controlled? And that's it. We've added player 5, and you can do the same for player 6. Under Edit and Edit Map Settings, this is where you can give your map a name. If you don't specify the map, it will be the saved name that you've saved the map under, but it will have an underscore instead of a space, and I don't think it has any capitals as well. You can change the time zone here, the weather. Don't click is scenario multiplayer. Otherwise, if you're playing online with other players, they can't check ready. You can change the minimum height and the maximum height of your camera, and that's basically what you're going to be using. This is your height tool, so I'm going to click it, and the green part is your feather, and the blue part is, well, we'll show you how it works. So we can change the brush height, we can type in a specific height we want. We can change the size of the brush, which will change obviously the size of the brush, and you can change the height, the size of the feather, which is the green part. So let's change the height by left clicking. As you can see, the height goes to 300 where the blue part is, and it makes a curve effect where the green part is. If we made it so that there's no feather, this is what happens. So let's reduce the height over here, and I'll show you the rest of the height tools before going on to the water tools. This tool will increase the size, the height of the terrain. So you got your brush size and your feather size again. and you can change the amount it increases the height here. So if it was lower, it will raise it slower, where if it was higher, it will raise the height quicker. This tool with the minus will do the opposite and lower your terrain height. And you've got the same brush options. This here is the smooth height tool, which smooths the height obviously. And the rate, if you increase that, it will increase the speed it takes to smooth the height. Like so. Now let's move on to the ocean tool. We want to click on 4 places outside the map, and let's make sure all 4 points are outside the map boundary. If you don't do this, then buildings will show up underwater, and we don't want that. Now we're going to change the water height to 200. Your water height has to be at least 200. So this is what the water looks like at the moment. If you want to make it look proper, then you will need to check reflection on. You've also got your river tool next to the ocean tool, but in Red Alert 3 that doesn't work, so we're not going to go into it. We've also got the waves tool here, and you click on the map and click on another place, and that will create a line. And you can, if you have the FX name, that will create a wave at that point, but that's not important for you to understand anyway. That's just there if you wanted to know. So let's move on to the next section now.